Hello everyone, we are joining the live. Can you guys hear me? I'm just trying to set this up, guys. Just trying to set it up, and I think we are good to go. After that, Marvin, can you hear me? If you can hear me, please tell me in the chat section if you can hear me. All right, we are good to go then. We are good to go. We are good to go. So, hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. And for today's video, as you can see from the title and the thumbnail, I'm playing my chess streamers. So if you are new here, kindly send in your username if you feel like playing a game. Let's play. Or you can add my username. Let me write my username in the chat. So my username is SneakyNight123. If you feel like playing a game, let's play. But in the meantime, let me try and continue to see if I can continue my winning streak. So let's go. And this game has started. And let's start with the move. Let's start with the move d4. Let's play d4. d4 e6. Should I go with if I play e4? I'll mention the French line. So I don't want to play e4. Let's play c4. c4 makes a lot of sense here. Wow, our opponent is so aggressive. Let's just develop our knight. Okay, it is ideal to take this bishop to take this knight. we can't develop this pawn to the center yet because once my opponent take this knight, I take back, and this. But I can still play it though. I can't play it. I can't play that. I can't play that. Does this work? Queen C2. Does Queen C2 work? Let's just go for Queen C2. But why I don't want to play Queen C2 is that because in the long run, when I play E4, I'm always looking to come to H5. But let's not think too much. I'm in the early stage of development. Let's just play Queen C2. If Bishop takes, I can always take back with this pawn or my queen. And I'm also preparing to play E4. So that's the main idea of Queen C2. Bishop takes as expected. Let's take back with the queen. You can always open this diagonal like this. So there is idea of just bishop here. And the idea of bishop here is I want to play d5. Okay, what I'm talking about here is I want to play bishop to g5, and in order to meet it with d5. That was my two plan. So let's go bishop g5. My opponent's castle. Let's develop our knight. We have developed our knight. I can always have idea of playing. Sorry. Should I play e3 now? I think e3 makes a lot of sense here. Let's just play it. E3. My bishop can always come to this diagonal, and my bishop can come here. I think I love my bishop in this diagonal. Well, I'll be happy if bishop takes, because after pawn takes, I can even long castle, which will be very, very fun. My opponent does not want any of that. Now let's see if I play d5. My opponent just have this, right? Or let me calculate it again. If I play d5 and my opponent takes, if I take back like this, I'm just going to be losing the pawn. I'm just going to be losing the pawn. I don't think d5 is worth it now. I don't want to castle yet. At the same time, or should I think of playing h5, h4, h5? Should I think of playing h4, h5? Let's just bring this rook to the center. Let's just bring this rook to the center. Putting serious pressure on this file. Let's bring the rook to the center. I think that makes a lot of sense. Probably this bishop can always come down. I can always bring my queen here and play something like g6, g4 along the line. Okay, now I really don't want to cancel. What I'm planning on bringing my bishop here, and the idea of bringing my bishop here is now this rook can always get very active. So let's go for it. Bishop here. Let's go for this h4. If this, I just have this, right? So now there is serious pressure on my knight. Okay, let me calculate the line very well. If I play this move, my opponents can take. And if I take back, my opponents can take back with the bishop, which is not something I want. Guys, listen to this again. If I play this, my opponents can take. Because now there are serious pressure. What my opponent is planning to take play is he's planning to play here. And after I take, then bishop takes. I get out is planning to play. But I can always meet it with rook here. Does rook here work? Just to guide everything. Probably rook h3 works, right? Guys, I'm very, very low on time. Explaining all my moves and playing. I'm really anticipating this move from my opponent. And I think I'll meet it with bishop here. Now, what can my opponent play here? What can my opponent play here? Let's oh, okay. Now, basically, this move like a4. Should I come? Sorry. Should I come here with queen b3, putting serious pressure in this diagonal? And if my opponent takes this, I can always take to the pawn here. Let's just play queen b3. I think I have to take this now. And I have to bring my rook to this place. Knight here, knight here. Knight here does not really look like it does much. I think I have to sacrifice. I don't have a choice. The thing is that I can't play I can't move this knight away because of this check here. So I can't move that knight away. Let me just play this. I'm putting serious pressure, planning to come here with check. If my opponent take this, I'm just going to take this. My opponent moves anywhere. Yeah, this position is so dangerous. Let me put it that way. If I play this pawn with a check. Oof, I think this position is lost. I just think this position is so lost. There's nothing I can play again. Yeah, think it. This position is just lost. I think I have something here. Let me just play this. Try to play this. Probably there's still something. Oh wow. Now there's nothing there. I don't think there's anything I can do. I don't think there's anything else I can do. That was a very, very bad and poor game by me. That was a very, very bad and poor game by me. Let's relax, calm down. You can do it. Guys, if you want to play me, kindly just send in your request, or you can send me you can send a request. My username is in the chat, or you can drop your username. Let me send you a request. Anyone. This was a poor game by me. Let's see. Is there anybody that wants to play before I play another match? Is there anybody that wants to play before I play another match? Is there anybody that wants to play? Okay. Like I said, if you want to play, just send me your username. Type your username in the chat and send the request, or send the request to me. But before that, let me play another one. Let me play another one. Guys, I need to seriously focus right here. So let's go with d4, c4, then knight here, e4, and then just to take my pawn. Ooh, my opponent went for this line. I don't think I need to pick. Then now I take this pawn. Guys, I'm really calculating some lines right here. The idea is now my opponent is planning to take this pawn. This does not work because of bishop takes. Now what else can I play? Can I play this? This looks safer to play. If I play this, my opponent has this move, I guess. And after this, then he plays this. When I play this, yeah, this position looks so scary. What I'm calculating here is okay. Now I'm seeing the threat of this bishop here, the knight here. So how can I defend this pawn? Or how can I stop his knight from coming to this square? If I play here, it does not stop the knight. The knight can always jump here and my rook is still trapped, right? But if I play queen f3, queen f3, if knight takes, if knight takes, if knight takes, I have this move. Oh, it does not work. Guys, it does not work. Guys, it does not work. What's the best way? Should I just play this? Should I just play this, guys? It looks so ugly, but it seems that's the best move to play. It looks so ugly to play. But let's just go for it. I think that was the best move because this, yeah, I know he has this check. I can always block it with my knight. If the queen comes here instead, let's just develop the knight, and I'll try and castle. I'll maneuver my castling by myself. So yeah, let's just come here. This is a pawn. I can always push this right. So my opponent can play f4, right? Now, how can I bring my rook? Because this is coming very soon. And sorry, my opponent is planning to play bishop here and maybe pawn here. Planning to play pawn here next. I can stop pawn here with this. Any slow move that I play, you will play this next. So what should I do? If I bring my queen here, I think this move is not as even bringing my king here is not bad. I think bringing my king to f e1 is not that bad because the threat is so he's planning to play e4. And how do I stop e4? Let me just bring my king here. I'm sure this is coming next. Yes, I expected that. And I think I should respond with this. With e4, knight here. So I need to bring my rook here, try to castle. It's wow. It took. Okay, what he wants is if I take, is that what he wants though? I think I'm happy. He wants to play this. Yes, I knew that. Now the idea is simple. He wants to take this pawn with check. So now if I take, If my opponent take this pawn with check, I can always come to king f1, right? Guys, let's calculate again. If I take, my opponent comes here with check, I can always come to f1, right? Okay, let me take. Ooh. Guys, I was calculating this move and I missed this. Can you imagine? I was calculating this move and I just simply missed the king coming to h4. I think, wow, I just totally missed this move. I just totally missed this move. I don't know. There's nothing. There's no way I can save this bishop. I'm just losing the bishop. There's nothing I can do to stop it. I'm just going to lose that bishop. There's nothing I can do to stop it. I think that time I just resign. I think this is the time I resign, right? Because in the long run, I'm just going to be down with bishop, a full bishop, a full bishop. I'm just going to be down with full bishop. Like, how did I miss this tactic? I don't just understand how I missed this tactic. The plan in this point, what I was actually calculating is my opponent wants to take this pawn with check. I did not see that I can always come here after I take this bishop. Then my bishop is going to be hanging. I did not really calculate that line. I did not really calculate the line. So this position is just totally losing. This position is totally losing, guys. I don't think there's anything I can do to save it. Let's just resign. Let's resign and play the next one. So guys, if you want to play me, send in your request before we play the next match. Send in your request. My username is in the chat. Sneaky night123. Send me your request, guys. Or drop your username. Let me send the request. Anyone. We need to really focus. Our focus is not in this match. Is there anybody? Is there anybody that wants to play? Drop your username in the chat. Drop your chess.com username or send me a request on chess.com. Let it be unrated. Okay, while we wait for that, let's just play one more game. Okay, someone sent me a friend request now. Friend request accepted. Guys, like I said, if you want to play me, just send the challenge, or let's play another game. I'm 2200. Let's play a game. Okay, Gauss 22. All right, players. Let me search for you. Gauss 22. Coming, I'm searching for you, girls 22. Okay, I think I've seen you. Let me send the challenge. Unrated 10 minutes. So I've sent the challenge, girls 22. I'm waiting for you. You declined it. Okay, I've said okay, you sent yours. Okay. So I'm playing someone from Brazil. Let's start with D4. Knight F3. Let's play C4. Let's come here. I'm suspecting Bishop B4. These are all standard line. Let me play Queen C2. Queen C2 just stops Knight E4. That's just the idea of Queen C2. My opponent's castle. Let me play this. And I'm preparing to play E4 next. E4. If Bishop here, I just have Bishop D3. Okay. Bishop D3. The ideas of this. Knight takes. I have this idea of Bishop here too. I think I can develop my Bishop here. Just to put pressure on that diagonal. Though I could have won a pawn. Yeah, pawn takes. But I was scared of rook here. That's why I did not play that. Let me just go back. If this is there idea to sack my knight. If G5 is there idea to sack my knight. My opponent did not play G5. Okay, now so what's my plan? Can I play sorry? Can I play here? My opponent kicks. Then what? I'm also thinking of playing rook D1 just to put more pressure on this file. Let's think very well. If my opponent picks, I can always take back with this knight. Because I can't take back with this pawn because of knight here. So how should we play this? Should I play ace? So what I'm thinking of is either to castle, but I don't want to castle. And the reason for me saying I don't want to castle is that my opponent just have this move, bishop here. And now I have to move this knight away. If I move this knight away, then I think my opponent can take this. And when I take this, and I'll be using the pawn in that variation. So I don't want to castle. So I'm either thinking, should I play probably rook here, just to support this file, or I can play a3. Because guys, if you notice that if this knight, there's always a square coming here. If this pawn takes and I do mistake and take with this pawn back. So how should we develop? How should we develop and how should we do this? I think I prefer this move. Or I should just play this. Let me just play this. Let's kick the knight away instead. I was really calculating on how to be defensive instead of me to just go for the attack. And my opponent is playing here. His plan is to play bishop here and put serious pressure on this pawn. What should I do? How can I meet that move? What can I do to meet it? If bishop here, I always have queen here, right? So I think I can castle now. I can castle now. Guys, I need to speed up. I'm always low on time. So I really need to speed up. So now, my opponent still wants to go for this plan and put pressure on this pawn. Maybe. Or does he want to develop his bishop? Or does he want to go for an attack with G G5? Let's see. But we also need to come up with a way. Now, if my opponents come here, I can always just play this move, knight here, because knight here still supports this pawn. And I can always try and prepare my attack with f4. I think that's always a nice tactic. So if my opponent either come here or here, I'm going to play knight f4 to prepare. So now my opponent came here, and like I was saying, I just want to play knight here. And the idea of knight here is simple. I want to play this move to, I want to play this pawn to f4. Does that look like a good plan, guys? Does that look like a good plan? I think I have to play it. Now I'm threatening to play f4. Okay, this move is forced. Now f4 does not work. F4 does not work. But how can I really bring my attack? How can I get an attack going? Can I play this? Just to keep the bishop away from there. I think that makes sense. Though it's weakening my king side, but I think that makes sense. So my opponent just retreated. Now how can we, what should we do, guys? What should we do? A plan that is coming to mind is either to bring my bishop back, play G6, just to play f4 and G3 and f4. Or is there a way? I'm not seeing anything. Can I play this? My opponent just have this, right? Is there a way for me to bring my queen along this diagonal? I'm not really seeing a way for me to improve in this position. Or can my knight come here? What's my knight looking for there? Nothing. How can I continue this, guys? How do I plan my attack? I really need to make f4 possible. I really need to make it possible. So let me delay the move by coming here. If I play bishop here, sorry, if I play bishop to h2, though I can't play d3 direct because of this pawn, I really need to make it work. I really need to make it work. If my queen was on this diagonal, it would have been better. Okay, let me just go with this. I'm spending too much time. Let me just go with this. I'm spending too much time on that move. I don't think bishop h2 was the best. I don't think it was the best. My opponent don't want me to play. He's just stopping all my tricks. Like everything I'm planning to play. My opponent is just stopping everything. Now I think his plan is to play here. Should we go for it? Should we axe it? But that would be too much, right? Let me just play something here. Or let me attack the knight. Let's attack the knight. And if knight comes here, I'm happy to trade. I'm happy to get rid of this bishop. I think I'm happy to get rid of this bishop, right? Because now my queen can always come this diagonal and cause some trouble. Yes. But queen here, he can always bring his knight his own. I think this. I don't even know what to play now. Okay, let me think. Let's calculate again. If I play here, if he plays here, I play here, right? Guys, let's play here. Now the idea is to just play g3. So what I want to play is king here. I'm also planning to play this. He wants to double up on this file. He wants to bring his rook to the file. Okay. I think here my rook here makes sense. So I need to bring this rook here too. Then go for something like this. Let me just bring this rook here. Go for something like this. Probably I need to pick. I feel like if I trade queen, if I trade queen, the pressure will be off a little bit. That's what I think. If I trade queen, the pressure might. I'm not sure yet. Now, how do I continue this? How? Can I play this? I think this makes sense. If this, I just take, right? If they attack my bishop, I always have this, right? And I'm playing so defensive. I'm playing so defensive. I think now I need to take, right? Now I know I just need to take this pawn. My opponent too. Let's take. I pray it takes back with the rook, so I can always take it with my pawn, and I have pressure on this diagonal. Because it does not take back with the rook, I'm just doubling up on that file. If it does not take back with the rook, I'm doubling up on that file, and I think something did not take back. Wow. Let's just double up. Let's double up. As I double up, if it takes now, then I can always take it back. The second rook. Now he want me to take on his own turn. My opponent want me to take on his own turn, but probably it just means I can actually force him to pick. Then should I trade? Guys, should I trade now? Who is he looking good for if I trade? Yeah, check. Guys, is there anything there for me? Is there anything? Is there anything there for me? I'm really down on time. Yeah, check. I can't move any of this piece because of this pawn. This pawn, same with my opponent. I don't think he can move his bishop or his knight. Okay, he's moving his knight away. I think I have to move my bishop away. My opponent will never want a draw in this position because guys, I really need to lock in. I'm seriously down on time. I need to lock in. I just need to be playing. I'm seriously down on time. Ooh, I just blown out. I just blown out. I just blown out. Wow, I just blown out. And I'm very, very slow. I'm very, very slow. Is this still a draw? Damn it. I just lost that game. I just lost the game, man. Guys, I'm very, very slow. And this same mouse is really, really it's not fast enough. I need to get a new mouse. I'm too slow. Nice game, GG. Girls, GG, nice game. Man, nice playing with you. Girls, if you are new to the channel, you can kindly subscribe. And if you are down for a rematch, I'm also right here. Or is there someone in the chat that wants to play? Is there someone else in the chat that wants to play? Is there someone else in the chat that wants to play? If you want to play, why didn't you take my e5 pawn in the opening? In the opening, let me go back. Let me see. In the opening, let's go. Yeah. Yeah, I missed the move. I really missed the move in the opening. That e5, yes, in this position, I could have taken your pawn on e5. I could have taken your pawn on e5, then when he takes back, then I will take with my knight. So I really, really miss this move here. It was after I played this bishop move, that's when I realized that, oh, there was a free pawn for me to take there. It was after I played the bishop move, that's when I realized it. Yeah. King Bolu, welcome. King Bolu, if you want to play, just send your chess username, or you can send me an unrated game, anyone. You can type in your chess username, and I'll send you a challenge. Also, at the end game, when I took on g2 with my pawn, you should have taken with the rook on g2. Oh, yes. But I thought, let's go back to the, let's go back, let's go back. Let's try to look for the position. Yeah, when you took on, yeah, I wanted what? Okay, yeah, that's true. When you took on when you took on g3, when you took on g3 here, I should have taken with this rook. Then maybe put some pressure along this diagonal, probably. Guys, we have a request now. Let's play Bolu. After Bolu, then we'll play this Bishop Posse. Let's play Bolu first. Let's play Bolu first. So guys, we are in playing against Bolu. Let's just play some simple chess. Develop your knight. Develop your knight. Then now the aim of this move is to come here and put serious pressure on this pawn here. So we have so many ways of stopping it, but I think we can just play this. Yeah? When I took on g3. Yes, yes, I remember the position that you're talking about, Alga. I remember the position, but I think at the moment there, I was really calculating so many things on my head. But let's continue on this match. Now, we can always develop our bishop. We can always develop our bishop, develop your pawn, develop this bishop. Now, I always love to drop my bishop back here. If my opponent takes, I'm fine with taking back. So let's just develop this pawn. Planning to bring our bishop back. Develop our bishop. So far, so good. My opponent is playing some nice move. So we can play this. Opponent 2. I'll be fine to take this. Putting serious pressure in this diagonal. Okay. Trying to take like this. Now let's just develop our last piece. Now we're done with the developing stage. How should we attack? We are done with the developing stage. Now how should we attack? Now I'm looking at some moves here. Should I play c5? With the idea of if it takes, I take back with my knight. But when you also play c5, when I play c5, now this his knight is always free to come here. There's also going to bring some pressure on my knight. So you need to also be taking note of that. So what can I do instead? What can I do instead? Now if I play this, my opponents can take. Once I take, my opponents, so let's calculate it. If I play e5, if my opponent takes with this pawn, I take back with this knight. My opponent has to take with this knight, with his own knight, then I take back. But do I want that? No, I don't want it. I don't want that. I surely do not want that. So how else should I develop? Should I just castle? The thing is this diagonal, or did I just castle? Should I just castle? Because now, if I castle, the thing is, if I castle, now my opponent can start with this pawn storm, which I don't think I want. What if I long castle here? I think the long castle is going to be dangerous because I've played a4, a5, sorry. The long castle will be dangerous because I've played a5. Guys, I'm talking too much. This is what happens. I talk too much. And okay, let's just play this move. Now, this was what I calculated earlier. I want to play e5. If my opponent take, if my opponent take, I take back and yeah. But now with yeah, I can always put serious pressure. So now let's play UK. Can my opponent play g4? I don't think so. You can't play g4, right? Opponent can't play g4. Can he long castle now? I think he can long castle. That's a move. And he played this move himself. Now can I play this? If I take, my opponent takes, I think I'll take. Taking is good for me, I guess. I don't know opponent take. The thing is that I can always change it back with this rook. I can always bring my knight here. I can always bring my knight here. So now this rook can always switch to this place. There are so many attacking plans there for me. Oops. Now I can always come here. Yeah, this rook can come here. But let's look for what's the best solution. What is the best solution? Why don't I come here? Putting serious pressure on this one. Or why don't I reroute my knight this way to put serious pressure on this one? I think I like this move. Bringing my knight here. Because it's just a tempo. And I can always come here and put pressure on this one. I think that makes sense. I think that makes sense. Now, what can my opponent play here? What can my opponent play here? My opponent came back here. Now, let's see. Sorry, if I bring my knight here, my opponent just have this move, right? And if I come down with check, I don't think that's something does not really do anything much. Now, what if I play here? Does it do anything much? Or I play this move? They don't seem to do anything much. So let me calculate. If I play c5, if my opponent takes, I can always take back, right? I think c5 makes sense. I think c5 makes sense here. Then now I can play c4. Because I don't want to open this for my opponent at all. Let's play c4 and start bringing all my pieces to this diagonal. Now, idea of on b5, b4, knight here. This makes a lot of sense. This makes a lot of sense. I think I have to bring my rook back. And guys, I'm very low on time. Now, there is serious pressure. Should I bring my queen here and play here? Because this pawn is angry right now. So I just have to play this, right? So my next move is to play e7 and swing my rook over here. My next move is to play e7 and swing my rook over here. E7, if my opponents play here, for e7, my opponent has this, I have this, right? Or can I steal one castle? I don't want to do that. E7 and I want to swing my rook over here. But what's the danger behind e7? Guys, before that, why can't we play this? We need to be looking for attacking moves. We need to look for attacking moves. Like this now. Now I'm attacking this, and I can also always take this to check. If we take this here, I have this check. If my opponent move here, I have this check and probably mate. So we need to look for attacking moves instead. We are the one. My position is, should I say, good for now. So I need to be looking for ways to put more pressure. And if my opponent does nothing, I can always take with check. But I should always know that, sorry, what my opponent playing, I played there, and this pawn is on serious attack, right? So if I play here check, I think I can play here check. And now, let's just bring the queen up, right? Now I have serious threat of coming here. This is just a trick here. If my opponent can't take this pawn, because he's just going to be a pin. So he can't take the pawn. And now I think this move is bad. Why did I say this move is bad? Because I can always take, though he's going to take back with his knight. But if I come here with check, what's my opponent's plan? I think I have to take. He's going to take back with the knight, I suspect. But why I'm happy is because his king is so weak now. His king is very, very weak, which is why I'm happy. But how can we seriously punish this move? This check, guys, I'm very low on time, so I need to really play fast. Guys, I need to play fast. Let's just play fast here. Let's play fast. We want him to take the rook. There's a serious threat here. Oh. There is a very serious threat here. And I think my opponent missed the threat. It was to come here with check and to be a fork. As I say, when you have this kind of position, there will be something there. There will always be something there. Now, my opponent he has to take with the rook. He can't take this pawn. He can't take with the pawn because of the pin. He has to take with the rook. He did not take. Really? Check. Why did you not take, Mr. Man? Mr. Man, why did you not take? You're playing a good game. Why did you not take? Now, I can just take this rook too. I think my opponent just threw the game away. My opponent just threw the game away, right? Check. Now, I'm just taking everything, bro. I'm just taking everything. Everything. I can pre-move checkmate, right? Let's just come here. I don't want my opponent to. So I have something like this. And just try and pre-move checkmate. Because I'm very, very low on time. So I have to play very fast. I have to play very fast. Check. 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 Just check, 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 check. That's what I just need to do, right? Check, check. And here is the mate. GG. But you actually played a very nice game, though. You played a very nice game. For your rating of 1100, you played a very nice game. Yeah, she really accept the rematch. My opponent is asking for a rematch. She will accept the rematch. But is there somebody else? Let's accept. That was a very nice game, though. That was a very nice game. If there's someone else in the chat that wants to play, you can always drop your username after this match, then we play. But let's play here d4. So c4. There's always take, right? Bishop here. Sorry. Why is it? Child should have just been facing this line. This bishop here. Let's just play queen here. Really, just giving up your bishop that early in the game. Let's play this. My opponent is really playing well, at least in the opening. I think he understands the chess principle very well. I think my opponent is someone that understands the chess principle very well. I don't know. So I have two things in mind. The first is playing here. Or, guys, let's do this. Let's take. Now, what I want to do is, the idea of bishop here is just to delay this king from castling anytime soon. That's just the idea of the bishop there, right? To delay the king from castling anytime soon. Is there something better? But if I play here direct, this pawn is just going to hang. That's just a free pawn. So why don't I take? Or instead, why don't I take like this? When my opponent takes back, then now why don't I play this? Then I can always play this. I think that makes a lot of sense. I think that makes a lot of sense. Just to delay my opponent from casting into it. We replace this. Does it work? I could have played this or I should have played it here. I think playing it here would have been more better. Playing it here would have been more better. Guys, I also need to develop my pieces on time. I really need to develop my piece. I just wasted a move by coming here. I should have just played my bishop here instead. But I need to develop on time. I need to develop my pieces on time. So let's develop my piece. But let's see what's the idea of this move. This is a very sad move to play because now you're underdeveloping. You don't. Okay, let's see if is there a way to punish it. Is there a way to punish it? Let me just bring my bishop here, knight here. Which one should I go first? Let me develop my knight first. Develop my knight because my knights have the idea or something like this. My knight has idea or something like that. So let's play that. The opponent stream sniping because now I played h6. But I, we can just develop our pieces. Now, guys, chess basic principle. We have followed it. We've developed all our pieces. We've developed all our pieces. Now let's go for some crazy attack. What I'm looking at is here in order to come here. So my opponents can also be looking at coming here in order to long castle. But my opponent just blunder a pawn, guys. I think my opponent blunder a pawn. And how am I able to quickly identify this? Is because I'm looking around for attacking moves. Now, I can see that as my opponent developed this bishop was the defender to this b7 pawn. How can I attack that b7 pawn by playing rook to b1, attacking this queen? Now, can the queen defend this b7 pawn? No. Where can the queen go? The queen can always go here or to retreat back. So let's just attack the queen. And our next move, we are taking this b7 pawn. The queen just has two moves, either to play a5 or to go back to the home square. Now you are seeing how I'm restricting all my opponent's pieces. I guess that's how you will learn how to calculate. Now I can just take this pawn, right? Now you see this bishop here. This bishop move was just a menace, like nothing can actually stop it. Now, what's the best way to come in? I think the best way to come in is by playing something, a bishop move like this. The best way to come in is by playing a bishop move like this. But I need to also, in doing so, I must not trap my own bishop too. I think I love this move. Because now if bishop takes, queen takes. And when my queen take so many, oh wow, it did not take my queen. I can just take this pawn and my rook coming in is something my opponent should watch out for. My rook coming in is something my opponent should watch out for. Now, can I sack? Bishop take, queen takes, pawn take, queen here, check. And that's mate. When you have a position like this that is just too sweet, there will be something there for you. I can just sack, right? Let's calculate the game. Bishop takes. If bishop takes, if pawn takes, queen here is just checkmate, right? Or if bishop takes, my opponent has to play something like rook here. Maybe. Let's sack it. Because now I can always play something here, like just bishop here, sorry, bishop here, and trying to bring my queen in. My queen can always come here. Bro, there is this position is wow. My opponent did not play any of that. Now what should I do? Should I come back with my initial plan? Or is there still something we check here? Let me just come back with this plan, right? If my opponents come here, I just have this move, right? I expected that, but I just have this move, right? And my opponent took the pawn. Was there any danger here? This check is not available. My bishop is guided. So can I play this? Can I just play e6? Can I play e6? E6, if my opponent takes, I have check. Guys, let's calculate very well. E6, if my opponent takes, should I take? I think I have to take, right? Let's play e6, guys. Let's play e6. Now my opponent takes. I'll take with this bishop. Then what? But now if I take, my opponent has this check. But the position is just crushing, right? Is there something fine? In chess, whenever I see a good move, always do what? Find a great move. So let's find a great move. This check does nothing for me because my opponent come here. Let's just take it. If my opponent come here with check, I'm just winning. I expected that. Now, how do I maximize this position? Guys, where is our checkmate in this position? Where is our checkmate? Let me just bring this rook to an open file. The thing is that my opponent cannot develop any piece. He can't play. What can he play? That's what I'm trying to look for from him. What can my opponent play? I have all the time in the world to play something like this. I have all the time in the world. What I mean is that my opponent can't move this knight away. He can't move this knight away because this knight is going to hang. He can't develop this knight anywhere because this knight is also going to fall. He can't move any of this one, two, three. My opponent cannot move any of those three pieces, right? He can't move it. The only piece my opponent can move is probably his king and this rook. This rook self can't go anywhere. Now, this is what I'm talking about. Because, hmm, I think I spoke too soon, guys. I spoke too soon because this is where my opponent is trying to take this. Eh? But yeah, my opponent means something. Now, like I said, I can actually win an official by playing check. If my opponent takes back, I'm going to take. But in the long run, my opponent is going to take this. But this is what my opponent missed. It means that I can actually tell him check now on my bishop. My opponent means that I can tell him check now on my bishop. Well, where can my opponents play? My opponents can play here. Then now I take this bishop with check. His rook takes. Then now I take the knight. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take check. My opponent has to move here. That's the only move available. Then now I take this with check. And when my opponent takes back, I just take this rook. And now I'm up material. I'm up an official. So to make this game, let's come here, bring my rook in, bring my rook here. Let's simplify the game. Now, I don't think my opponent can stop me from playing this. Let's just trade the rook. If I trade the rook and just start pushing my pawns, just start pushing my pawns, pushing my pawns, pushing my pawns, pushing my pawns. And that's GG's. Like I said, let's just come here with check. So now my opponent's rook is off, and let's just take this. So now the only thing needed is get my king active. Let's come here, get my king active, and let's just come here. Do I need to save this pawn? Do I need to save the pawn? No, I don't think I need to. You think in the long run, my opponent is going to enter what we call, let me play here, let me play here, let me play here. Then now, let me play here, let me play here. Let's play here. Then let's play here. Then now let's go for his pawns. Let's play here. Let's play here. Then let's come here. Let's come here. My opponent is actually finding some nice moves. If I play here, my opponent takes. If I take this pawn, my opponent come here. If I come here, guys, I need to play fast. Yeah, my opponent won. Nice one, nice one. I was actually nice game, nice game, nice game, nice game. Wow, my opponent won. I was actually talking too much. Instead of me to play the game, I was actually talking to my. So guys, we have another person here. Guys, send in your request. Send in your request. The request came in now. I don't want checkmating. I don't want checkmating. You can always send your request. I don't want checkmating. You can send your request. Nice game, Bolu. Nice game, Bolu. Okay, let me look for you then. I don't want checkmate. Your request is coming in, but let me send the challenge to you then. I don't want checkmate, and I've sent you a challenge. Hi, do you mind playing? Yes, sure. If you want to play, just send in your chess ID. I'm going to send you a challenge. Just send in your chess ID. I'm going to send you a challenge. But now let's focus on this game. So I don't want checkmates. I'm waiting for you. And he played e4. Let's just play e5. Your username is Nervous Nevers. Okay, thank. After this game, I'm going to play you Lisandro. I'm going to play you after this game. So just hang by, watch this game. So let's play this. So guys, we're playing the French. I'm playing the French defense. Yeah. So we're putting serious pressure on this one. So our aim is to develop this, bring our queen here. Our opponent is playing some weird move I've never seen in the French. Let me just do my knight here. Let's just develop this bishop. Or is there something better I can play here? Does knight here work? It does not work. Can I sack? No. Can I pull here? Does not look better. Let me just play my bishop here. Let's develop the bishop. Develop this bishop also and castle. Let's play simple chess. Simple chess wins the game. Simple chess does what? Wins the game. Now the idea of this knight here looks fun. Looks like something I should try. My opponent castled. Let me also castle. So I can always play f6, f6 with the idea to, after my opponent takes, I can take back. And now my opponent just blunder the bishop. This is just a free bishop. Always note that before you play a piece, before you develop a piece to the any square, look at, is the square safe enough for your pieces? Like now my opponent just played this move. And why this move is very bad is because after I take with my knight, this is just going to be a fork. My opponent sent me a chart with an emoji. I think maybe probably it was a mistake. How it was a mistake by my opponent. Now this is just a fork on these two pieces. And this is a triple double mega fork. Because now I can also take this like this. I can actually take it like this. Now which one should I do, guys? Which one should I do? Okay, you don't need to be angry, you just be learning. You don't need to be angry. I don't know why my opponent is sending some angry emojis. It's part of the learning phase. I was once like that. I am still like that. Someone just beat me here today. Let's just take this. There's nothing to be angry. You learn with it. Now, also part of the learning. In this move here, when I came here, this was a fork on your queen and the rook. This was a fork on your queen and the rook. Which of the official between your queen and the rook, your queen is more superior. So you need to have protected your queen and leave me to eat the rook in this position here. But here you protected your rook and forgot that your queen is still hanging. So I'll take this. Okay. Then how should I continue this game? We can just play this move. Just develop on our queen side. Let's just develop on our queen side. Let's develop on our queen side. That was a nice move. A nice move by my opponents. You can always stay. And we can always attack, develop our bishop, but with a tempo, attacking these knights. We can always attack this pawn. You can see that as I'm playing, all my moves have him. They have him. That's how you think in chess. That's how you develop your piece. That's how you structure yourself. Make sure all your moves have him. Why am I playing this move? Now, there is a trick I want to go for here. What I want to do is I want to play. I brought my queen to this place with serious battery along this diagonal. So how can I make these two pieces go away from that diagonal? What should I do? So I can give this king discovery check. I have this trick with pawn here. If I play this c4, if my opponent falls for it and he takes this pawn, then there is just this move with knight here, double check. It will be a check here with my queen and a check here with my knight. And why is it a trick? Because I'm always going to end up to take this rook. So that's why it is a trick. So let's see if my opponent is going to fall for it. Playing here. And if he does not fall for it, oh wow. I just have to take. Now my opponent takes back. And like I said, the idea was just to come here with a double check. But I need to also watch out that my opponent wants to take my rook. Is that something I want? I think it's not bad, to be honest. If I come here with check, my opponent has to respond to mine first. Then, anyway my opponents move, I can always take this. So I can always come here. So I have the double check. Check with my queen and my knight. Anyway my opponents go, if I take the rook, my opponent is also going to take my rook. Then I just take. Now, this knight is always hanging. So I can always take this knight first to check. Then Is there any checkmate? Is there any checkmate? There is no checkmate, so let's just take this. If my opponents come here, now, well, you took my knight back, but you forgot that you want to also take my rook. You should have taken my rook instead. So let's first take this pawn with check. If it takes with this, good. If not take that, let's take here with check. If we take this, then this will be a pin. There is something you can escape from, sorry. And now let's just attack the bishop. Let's attack the bishop. Idea of playing something like this. Attack. Like I said, always check. I Zarder ball. Can we play? Yes, we can play. After I'm done with this match, just drop in your chess username or send in a challenge. Let's come here. But this was a free place for me to take, but I did not take. So let's make this game fast. When my opponents go, I think I have checkmate in the position with this. But I don't want checkmate. Your game is actually you understand the chess principle. What you just need to work on is you need to be careful with where you are developing your pieces, where you are putting your pieces. Always watch out. Is there anything that is there? If my piece is safe where I want to drop it, always watch out for that. So now, how do we checkmate? I think we have checkmate in 3 and we can actually promote it. This is checkmate. Checkmate. So, Lisandro, are you still in the chat? If you are in the chat, let me send you. You said your username is Lenuvas. Lenuvas. Let's. Oh. Nice game. I don't want checkmate. Nice game. All players. Username Lenuvas. Let me search for you. Lenuvas. Okay, you sent a request already. I've accepted the challenge, Lenuvas. And now E4. Should we go with the French also? Let's play the French. The French is one of very good move. If and now, as a 700 rated player, playing I like to call this the classical variation of the French. That's something very nice. That's something very good. Something very good. That shows my opponent understand chess principle. Let's just develop this knight. And the main move here is to play this E5, which my opponent plays. Yeah. Now, how do my opponent want to continue? He played F4. This is one of the most aggressive setup. So I'm playing someone that knows what he's playing, which is nice. Now, let's just develop this pawn. We can also develop ours. Like I said, my opponents really know what he's playing. So, what should I do here? My opponent is planning to take this. I'm cool with that. Or if I take this, my opponent is going to take with his knight. If I take with this knight, my opponent is going to take with his bishop. If I come here, I think I should take, right? Does this work? This does not work because of knight here. And after this check, pawn push. So it does not work. But before that, why don't I play this? Now this bishop here does not also work because of pawn push here. And if I come back here, I think I can always try it out. Bishop here. If my opponent plays this, I just take back with the pawn. If my opponent play this, I just take back here with the pawn. And now I've developed my bishop, then my next move is just to castle. Guys, please, if you are new to the channel, you can kindly subscribe. My goal is to reach 200 subscribers before the end of this month. So my opponent attack my bishop now. I just have to come here, still putting the serious pin on this diagonal. So let's just come here. Now my opponent can play this. Can I sack it? That looks dangerous, right? Pawn takes, bishop takes, but the bishop can just always block it. So I don't think it's actually appropriate. Like guys, I was thinking of if I take this bishop take, but this bishop can always come back, so it's not really something worth it. So let's just play. Ooh, but if I play here now, if I play here now, the idea of what my opponent is trying to do is to come here. But he can't come here directly because of this bishop is just going to be hanging. So let's just go there. And if my opponent takes this pawn, I just have this take. Okay. Now my opponent seriously wants to come here. So let's just castle. Let's just castle. Let's just castle. Now if he comes here, I always have this move, something like I can always take this. Now if my opponent come here, I can first take this knight. The bishop take. Probably I'll take back. Probably I'll take back. Then I'm only looking with the idea of f6. Let's calculate it again. If my opponent comes here, knight takes. If bishop takes, can I play f6? Because if pawn takes and knight takes, this knight that is here is going to be hanging. And if his bishop take my bishop, and I just take this, I think it's something I can try. Let's see what my opponent is thinking of. And if my opponent just develop his bishop, I think developing that bishop won't be the nice. Okay. I think I have to take this, right? I think I have to take. Guys, do I have to take it? What is your chess name? Same thing with my user in my chess name is the same thing with my chess.com name. Just with there is no 1 2 3. It's just sneaking knight one. What should I do? Should I just take this? If pawn takes. Let's take this. If bishop takes, then I can play this move. I don't want to actually take this bishop. Or should I take the bishop? Let's just play this, right? My opponent thinks I'm going to take back with the knight. My opponent thinks I'll take back with the knight. What can my opponent play here? Can he take? I'll just simply take back with the rook. What else can he play? If he develops his bishop, I'll just take this, right? So I'm not really seeing a good move from my opponent. You just have to take it, right? I think he has to take. My opponent has to take. And when I take back here, probably he has to take this. And when I take back here, I don't know. Then where can this guys wait to? Okay, it's not trap. I thought the knight was trap. What I was calculating is my opponent take here. If I take back, this knight might be trapped. But I just saw that the knight can either go here or it can even take my bishop. Or is there an idea of bringing the queen somewhere here? If my opponent bring the queen here, I first take this, right? And if we bring the bishop here, then I can play this. What did he play? He brought his bishop there. Then I can just take this one, right? If we bring the queen here, then I can push this. Sorry, I can push this. If pawn takes here, if bishop takes now, now in this move earlier, this was just a free bishop, like what most people will say. But it's not going to be a free bishop because if I take the bishop, my opponent has this to check. And once I take, my opponent is just going to take this. So it was not a free bishop. So yeah, that's why I took this pawn. Because now there's some serious attack. I have some serious. If my opponent takes back with this pawn, sorry, if my opponent takes back with his bishop, I think I have to take with the knight. And if he takes back with this, if do I have something with queen here check? Let's keep looking. Let's see how the game unfolds. Let's see how the game unfolds, guys. But what else can my opponent play? If he plays here, I'm just going to take this route, right? And I'm having a tempo on this knight. And if the knight takes this rook, I'm just going to take it back like this, right? Okay, let's calculate it again. If bishop takes, queen takes, right? Now, and I'm attacking the knight. So what can my opponent do? My opponent can take. Ooh, my opponent did not play any of that. So now, he sacked his bishop. But let's see, why did my opponent sack his bishop? If I come here with check, if he's telling me check, so I have to take it, right? But now, if I take, my opponent will come here with check. I will have to come back, right? Now, can he come here with any check? It does not work. So why did my opponent sack his bishop? Guys, there, let's calculate again. If I take this, what I'm only seeing from my opponent is either queen here or queen here. We check. Then I just come back. Is you can't play here, right? You can't play there. Why do my opponent sack it? Guys, should we just take it? Or am I missing something? Am I missing something, chat? Am I missing something? I think I can take it. Yeah. So now what's his follow up? What's my opponent's follow up? What's my opponent's follow up for the move? I'm not really seeing his follow up for this move. My opponent takes here. I just have this, right? Sorry. My opponent takes this pawn. This is just a free bishop. And now my opponent took the bishop. Now I just have to take this bishop. I have to. It's a must. I have to take it. And now, how do I plan my attack? My opponent is going to play here. Why don't I first tell him check? If he moves here, then I can come here. So what I'm thinking of is check. Let's say my opponent's play here. Sorry, let me calculate again. Check. If my opponent's play here or here, what do? I come here, then what? I think this makes sense. Check. And now I can actually play this, right? I'm threatening to play this check. So let's go. I'm trying to play this check. I'm also trying to play this check. I can always develop my bishop. So there are just so many things. Let's see how my opponent responds to that. Respond to that. Respond to that. My opponent just has 57 more minutes and 57 more seconds. So let's see. Now I can just play this check and win his rook, which is something I would love to go for. Now I have to take away. And I can plan on developing my bishop. And yes, I've developed all my pieces. My bishop can come here. My bishop can come here to attack this queen. Now, how should I do this? What's my opponent's plan? Zero cliffs. Yeah, but my queen controls the diagonal, right? So I can play this one. Now, is he trying to play the rook lift this way? But I think he's slow. My opponent is slow with that move because of. Now, I have this check, right? This check, if my opponents come here, I have this check. I think I just have this check. Now, I can't play this now because if knight here, queen here, check again, there has to be something there, right? No, my opponent does not have any time. Anything I play now, my opponent is just going to flag. Only if he has removed it already. But my opponent is still going to flag regardless. If you want to shock my opponent, I can just play this move with check and he should just flag. But let's not do that. Let's just play this. So I won on time, yes, as expected. I won on time as expected. But the position was also crashing already. Nice game, Nenovas, nice game. Love to play with you another time. GG's, the best time. Okay, let's accept this. The best test time. Why is everybody playing E4? Should we go with the French as usual? Let's just play the French. Let's just play the French, guys. Nenovas, nice game. Let's play the French. My opponent is playing the knight variation of the French. And now I don't think that move, you don't develop like this because now this your pawn, you haven't developed it. You struggle in developing this your bishop. So this does not look like a good move. Though early principle of chess, develop your piece, develop your knight, then castle immediately. But developing this bishop here, you should have either played d4 first, then develop the bishop. Because now your d2 pawn, this your d2 pawn is this bishop is good. Before you are able to play it, you have to remove this bishop away. So what can I do here? Can I play this immediately? No, because you just pick back. But I can develop my knight. And if you play here, I just have this and c5. And now my opponents play this, which is a good move though. But there is some. Oh, it does not work now. It does not work now. I had a trick for my opponents, but it does not work. Let's just develop our bishop here. Good. Let's also castle. Let's castle. My opponents played here. I'll just bring it here. This my bishop here is not really doing anything. Bishop here was not really a good move. But I have idea of knight here. Let's see. Now, what did my opponent play? My opponent just sacked his bishop. Guys, before you sack your bishop, look for always always calculate your lines to the end. Let me put it that way. Before you sack your official, always calculate your line to the end. If now this would have worked, this bishop sack that my opponent did would have worked if this pawn was somewhere here. If this pawn was not there, if this pawn on d2 was not there, this bishop sack would have worked. Because now, what is the follow-up with this bishop sack? If I take, my opponent was planning to come here, we check, so the queen can always come in the game. But now that does not work because if I take now, knight here will not work because I can always take this. But now I'm seeing a very good move, bro. Now that I'm calculating it very well. If I take this, if I take this, instead of my opponent coming here directly, he can always play this first because now the bishop is going to guide the knight. But I can always bring my bishop back here. So in case if the knight comes, then my bishop can always take. So I don't think it works in the long run. Let's just take, in case we are missing something. If this bishop here, right? Bishop here, right? If this check, I just come here, right? I just come here. But now, the advantage is my opponent has so many pieces that can easily join the game. But still on my piece here, they are very, very bad. So I really need to play moves like this to get back into the game before something crush me. Hmm. I need to play this. Sorry. Now c4. If my opponent take, I just have this knight take, right? And I also want to develop this knight. I need to develop my pieces as soon as possible. So I think I'm good to go now. Because now what's the follow up from my opponent? He just sacked the bishop, if you guys remember. What was the follow up? So guys, that's what I'm saying. If you want to learn how to calculate very well in chess, calculate all your lines to the end before you attempt something. Now here, it is either to come here and maybe here. But before that, I can always play this, right? So let me just develop my knights. I'm just developing all my pieces. And I'm planning to take this pawn on the next move. Develop all my pieces in the right square, plan to take the pawn on the next move. My opponent is going with his plan to either come here. But do I really, is this something I should be scared of? I don't think it's something I should be scared of. I always play my rook here. I can always do my knight here. Now, if this and bishop comes here, I come here, right? Then, if knight comes here, why don't I just play this first? Because there's no real pressure. I want to play this, probably bring my knight here. So, because what does the knight here want to do? Is putting pressure here and here. So why don't I play this and bring my knight? Just to support this push. That makes a lot of sense, guys. I think I'm going for it. Now my next move is to play this, which frees up my bishop too. This is my light square bishop. It frees up my light square bishop. What? Guys, am I missing out something here? I'm going to sacking all his pieces against it. What's the main reason? If I take this knight, is there any check available? The bishop can come here with check, but I can just take it, right? What else? If I take this knight, what can he do? Can his knight come here? I can just take the knight. Guys, is my opponent, or am I missing something? Oh my goodness. Now, if I take this, what happens? The knight can come here. No. The king, the queen, where can the queen go? I think I'll just take it. The thing is now, my opponent just sacrificed two of his main pieces for the attack. And he's just left with these two. And I have so many defensive results here. My rook, though my king is open, yes. But I have so many defensive results that I can just do. I can always bring my rook here and try to I can always bring my rook here, try to walk my king back. Let me see what my opponent's idea is. I have idea of taking this pawn next. So bringing my rook here and coming here and here, right? Let's go for that. I can't play this yet because of this pawn hit. Now, if I take this knight, my opponent takes back like this. I play this. My opponent can play this. Then I just escape, right? Am I missing out anything? If I take this knight, the thing is that my opponent is slow in, because after taking this knight, if queen takes, before he brings his rook up here, I'm able to remove. I think I just have to take the knight. I think I just have to take the knight. Now, if my opponent takes this, I just have to come here. If he develop his rook, he will bring his rook here. Then I come here, and there's really nothing there. I come here. Now, this knight, I don't think, is there a way you can still take the knight? Okay, you can always come here and check. But I just come back here. Then he takes the knight. Okay. Let me save my knight. I think that would be the best thing for me to do. Save my knight. Attack is saving my knight. Attacking his rook also. Now his rook can't even come here. His rook can't come here. I think, in as much as my opponent is having idea of how to go for an attack, I will just believe that my opponent needs to always calm down. Now this is a double threat. I'm threatening this and I'm also threatening this. And yeah, my opponent just resigned. So nice game. The best test time, nice game. Is there any other person that wants to play in the chat? Is there any other person that wants to play in the chat? Again. Okay. Let's play one more game. Can I play next? Yes, Benjamin Simon, you can play next. Let me play. After this game, Benjamin Simon, just drop your ID. I will send a request. Or you can always send a request to me too. Let's play. Let me play this game then, Benjamin Simon. Benjamin Simon, just drop your username and I'll play you next after this game. Let's play this game. Yeah. Develop this. And play this. And develop this. Then now I think I can develop my knight. Develop my knight. And here this is the King's Indian defense. The King's Indian defense. This is a move. Castle is a move. Now what's the idea of this move? My opponent wants to play f5. I guess so. Can I play this? Or let's just castle. Darren, welcome to the chat. Darren, yo, you want to play, just drop your user ID. Darren, hello, I'm with you. And now f4, I just take right. And now my opponent taking back with this pawn is very, very bad. But how can I punish that? Let's play here with the idea of coming either here, bringing this bishop here, or I can even bring this bishop somewhere here. Lord V4 is my ID. Okay, after this game, we'll play. After this game, we're going to play. Now, how can I punish this move? Let me just take. If my opponent take, I think I have this. I can just play here. And if you push this pawn, I can always come here. Oh, Bob the Greatest. So the order is we are going to play Bob the Greatest first because I think he was here before Lord V4. So after Bob the Greatest, we are going to play with Lord V4. Guys, thanks for joining in. Thanks for joining in. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe. My goal is to reach 200 subscribers before the end of this month. So I have idea of playing this and coming here. But now, if I play here, my opponents can just take, right? If I play this move, my opponents can take and get king takes, which is bad for me. Which is I don't want that. Why don't I come? Why don't I come here? But I don't really have any plan coming here. Let me just come here instead. Support my pawn. Let me see what my opponent is going to play. Let's play this. Now I have to go. It's 1:30 in England. I'm watching the meteor shower. No problem, Darren. You can always come back next time. Just please, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, you can always subscribe. I'm always going to be live every day. I'm going to be live every day. So thanks for joining in. I really do appreciate it. So let's just play this, right? Thank you so much, Darren. So now, what's the aim? I can always take this pawn anytime I like. And now my opponent just went back, and this is just a free queen. This is a free knight. Sorry, this is a free queen. This is a free knight. But we're going to take the free queen first. And my opponent resigned. The best life, I'm sorry, we'll play another time, but let me play with Bob the Greatest first. Probably after Bob the Greatest, we can always play next. So let's play Bob the Greatest. Let's play. Let me look for Bob the Greatest. Okay, I think I've seen you. Let's send the challenge. Bob the Greatest. So Bob the Greatest, I've sent a challenge. I'm waiting for you. Bob the Greatest, I've sent a challenge. I'm waiting for you. Okay, we are in. Let's play D4. Let's play principal chess. Good luck. c4. Knight here. Queen here. So my next plan is to play my bishop here, develop, play this pawn, or I can even play this bishop here just to pin this. Then develop my pawn, bring my bishop out, develop my knight, and just easy chess. Easy chess. I'm not going for something to. Now, what's the idea of this move? Is to take this pawn. So let's just play this. Now, we can always take this if we want. We can always take this if we want. If queen takes, I think we take back with the pawn, allowing zero entrance for this knight here. And now I think I can play this. I can develop my bishop and probably my knight in castle. Let's just develop my knight. Let's play simple chess. Now, my opponent might be looking at idea to long castle. Let's just retreat. If my opponent is aggressive and it comes for this, I just have this. So I can just bring this here. So now, how do we go about this? Let's put pressure along this diagonal. Let me bring my rook here. I'm putting pressure along this diagonal. Let's watch and see what my opponent does. My opponent played this. Okay. I always take back with this. Yeah, ideas of this. Now, let's play this. Because now if my opponent takes, I just take, right? And if my opponent does not take, if I take, they have serious pressure along all this diagonal. I think that's a very fair move. Ooh. Now my opponents make this move, which is a very good move though, because now I think I have to take, right? If I take, guys, let's take. If knight takes, what do we do? I think we just castle, right? Should we castle? Or is there a better move here? Coming here, or coming here? Let's come here. So we can always take back. And now I can always castle, right? Guys, this might be my last game. Or is there someone else in the chat that wants to play? Then now I can't take, right? Although I take 9 takes. So I don't think I can take yet. So let's just come all the way down here. So guys, if you are new to the channel, please kindly subscribe. I'm trying to reach 200 subscribers before the end of this month. I drop relatable chess content. And then my opponent is just going for this, right? Guys, let's just castle. So now if this, I can actually take back, right? I can actually take here. Is there anything there? Can't I come here? Can I come here? So guys, let's just come here. Let's put serious pressure on this pawn. And I think there is a tactic here for us. There's a tactic here for us, if I'm not mistaken. So I also have this plan on either coming here to just to triple stack all this. Like I said earlier, I said there was a tactic here for us. Now I think there's a brilliant move. This is a check. But what happens if I take this knight, my opponent has to take this, and if I come here with check, what can my opponent do? My opponent is forced to come here, and if I come back here with check, a discovery, what can my opponent do? My opponent can't, he has to, is a discovery check. There's no way he can block it. So guys, like I said, I can take this knight, then now this is check, and this is just a discovery check with my bishop. Then now I just take the queen. So that's how you do it. So in the long run, I'm up and official, but it's not over yet. Let's come here. Trying to get in. Let's do that. So my opponent's plan was to come here. So now we can always play here and we can always go for our attack. So just this. How is this using? It's not really losing though. Guys, can you guys hear me now? My mic went off. My mic went off. Can you hear me now? So I said, Bob, if you can hear me, and Benjamin, if you can hear me and you're still in the chat, if you want to play, don't send 10 minutes game, just send a 3 minutes game, let's play. Send a 3 minutes game, let's play. Or if there's anybody else, you can send a 3 minutes game, let's play. And if there's nobody, probably I should just call it a day. Nice having you guys around. Nice having you guys around. You guys, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please kindly do that. I'm trying to reach 200 subscribers before the end of this month. Maltese, thank you so much. The mic is good now. Alright, thank you so much. You guys can hear me. Okay, Bob, let's play this last 10 minutes. Let's play this last 10 minutes, Bob. This might be my last game. Okay, I've accepted D4. So this is my last game, guys. C4. Knight here. Pawn here. And now I can always win back my pawn. So I can always win back my pawn. I have idea of this. I can always develop this with this. So, but this is just a free pawn, though. A free pawn. Knight takes is a free pawn. I don't really calculate that very well. I don't really calculate that very well. I think I'll just castle. This is just a free pawn. And I don't think my opponent saw it. So let's come here. So now if my opponent takes this pawn now, I don't think it's free now. I don't think that pawn is going to be free now. Because now my opponent can't take it. He should have taken it on earlier. Now why I said this pawn is not free again is because of just this move. Knight here check, and queen here check. Now because I've played this d5, my opponent can't develop his bishop, his knight here to guide this bishop. And he has to only play his bishop here, and I just take this bishop. So that's why I said he could not take the knight. He should have taken it earlier on. Not now. Now that was just a free bishop. Well played. It was just a trick that was there in the position. And then my opponent is really putting pressure. He wants to come here with check, but he forgot that this, I can always just take this knight. So let's just take the knight. If queen takes, I can just castle. Now, I can castle, right? But if I don't castle, what happens? He's planning to take this pawn. I think I just made a mistake. Or let's castle. Let's see. I don't think there's a mistake there. What I was thinking for my opponent that probably he has this move with this. He had b4 because he had b5. Sorry, because I can't move my bishop back because this is just be a free queen. So let's say if my opponents play b5, I have to play this in between move. Oh, my opponent did not even see it. Okay, so I'm safe. Let me just play this, attack this queen, bring my rook to the center. I'm attacking this queen, and I can even take this. I can take this pawn here. Let's take this pawn. If my opponents come here, I have this, right? I think I have this. And now my queen guides this. And if pawn takes, his rook is hanging. And now my opponent plays this move, it should be good. Because now his threat is attack. But he forgot that I can just play this move with checkmate. And that was just a checkmate. So nice game, Benjamin. You didn't see that. You didn't see that. Good games, good games. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the support. One more game can be 3 minutes. Okay, Maltese, oh yeah, send it. One more game. This is my last game. The Maltese, send yours. What's your chess ID, Maltese? Maltese, what's your chess ID? Just send it. 3 minutes. Let's play. 3 minutes. Let's play Maltese. Usually play 10 minutes. Okay, yeah, send 10 minutes. But that will be my last game. 10 minutes, Maltese. Send 10 minutes. Let's go. Yeah, Benjamin, no problem. Thank you also for the games. If you love my channel, you can always subscribe. Thank you so much, guys. All right, thank you so much. Much love and stay safe. Yeah, thank you too. So, for Maltese, you said your username is Maltese SW. Let me search for it. Maltese. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrongly. Okay, I've seen you. But it shows that you are currently playing. Maltese, it shows you are currently playing with someone. Maltese SW shows that you are currently playing with someone. You can send the challenge, Maltese. You can send the challenge. I'm trying to challenge you here, but it shows you are currently playing with someone. So you can send the challenge, Maltese. Send the challenge. This is my chess. Sorry. Okay, you challenge someone different. This is my name, Sneaky Knight 123. Let me see. Okay. I've sent you a challenge, Maltese. I've sent you a challenge. All right, let's go. D4. Okay. C4. Just come here. This we call it the slab defense. The slab defense. Just develop a knight. I can always develop my bishop here too. I think I'll do that. I think my opponent has something like this. I can counter it with this. And it will just be like a symmetric game. Develop. I can play this right. And let's just take this pawn. Now playing two back like that, I can always say check and castle. Now what do my opponent want to play? Now my opponent took this pawn. Interesting. Let's take back like this. Probably there's an idea of with C1, bishop here. And I can always play my bishop here. So I think if I'm to calculate it very well, bishop pawn here, bishop here, right? Think pawn here, and I can bring my bishop here. Sorry. Bishop here. Hmm, is this being that dangerous? I don't think so. If my opponent picks, I can just pick. Now, what is my plan? Do I have idea of here, here? Idea of this? Let's come here. With this, and this. Let's see what my opponent responds to. Let's see what he plays. Let's see what my opponent plays. Now, my opponent plays this. Probably looking to play this move. So, yeah, yeah, probably yeah. If I play this pawn is going to hang. Yeah, does this work? Let's just play it. When bishop come here, if I take pawn takes queen here, then what? Pawn take. If I have this, let's just go for it. What can my opponent play? Guys, I really have something going on in this position. But let's see. And I think this is just a fork, right? I think that's just a fork. Now my opponent can actually play this move, but I can take this with check first. I can take that with check first. Then escape this. My God. Surprised I'm holding on. You're actually playing a nice game, dude. That's why. You're playing a nice game. I think he just missed the tactics. That's why. He should have just calmed down. So I can just take this with check. So he takes back with the rook. And let's just attack this knight. But we need to be careful in attacking the knight because my queen is also serving as a defense for this knight. So let's come somewhere here. I'm defending this and I'm also attacking this knight. And I have this, something like this. If my opponent is not careful. HView Grandmaster. Is that your username? Book Clip Sports. Is that your username? And now this is just another fork. Okay. But you can just send me a friend request. I'm going to add your friend request because this might be my last game for today. Send me a friend request. I'll add your friend request. This is my last game for today. Like now, Martins, you should have come here. I was expecting you to play probably Queen here. So in case if I take this, you should have some discovery against something. There should be something there. But you played here instead. And now I can just take this. And I can take this. And I think the whole position is just special. Book Clip Sports, kindly just send me. You can follow my account. When you follow my account tomorrow, catch me live. You can subscribe. If you subscribe to the channel, please. Then catch me live tomorrow. We are going to play. I owe you that. I promise you that. I've been playing since 10 o'clock. This is currently 2. I'm really burnt out right now. I really need to end this stream. So what's the idea behind this move? I don't think there's any reason behind that move. So I can come here check. I can come here check. Then I can come here check. Then I can just pick. Thank you so much, Martins, for the game. Nice game. Nice game. GG. Again, you played bad in the end. Exactly. You're playing a very good. You played a very good opening. At least this game was better than the first game we played. You played a very good. Okay, this is our first time here. Sorry. You played a very good game. So in the middle game, in the opening, it was very good. But in the end game, that was when you started missing some tactics. Smart now. Seeing some people sending some requests. Smart Nav, I've seen your request, but guys, please, I need to end the stream right now. Like I said, we can always play tomorrow. I need to wake up for work tomorrow. This is currently 2 a.m. right here. Kindly subscribe, and tomorrow will catch me live and we're going to play. So Smart Nav, me and you are going to play H-View Grandmaster. I'm also going to send you a request tomorrow. We are going to play. Multi, you said you suck at end games. Yeah, you need to work on your end games. Chess has three phases. We have the opening phase, the middle game, and the end game. So you can be playing very well in the opening and the middle game. If you don't work on your end game, it's also going to be a disadvantage. Thank you guys for coming in. I really appreciate the support. I'm on the road to growing my YouTube channel. Heading on planning to 200 subscribers before the end of this month. So you guys can please subscribe. And I'm also planning to stream every day. So you guys should stay tuned to that. Thank you so much. See you guys tomorrow. Peace out.